Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, welcome into your reading for the month of January 2022. We'll check your energy for the coming month, the new year, the first month of the year 2022. And we'll see your energy and see what is going on in your life, Cancer, and what you need to know. What kind of guidance you have to understand, work with around this portion in time in the month of January 2022. So let's call upon our spirit guide, angel, and ancestors into this reading, my divine source, and see what your energies for the coming month, January 2022, looks like for you, Cancer. Now, do remember, this is a general reading. Not everything is going to be everybody's story. So whatever resonates with you, please take that energy. Whatever doesn't, please don't force yourself into the reading. Okay, so let's go ahead, guys. Let's ask our spirit guide for three major energy for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer, and we'll go from there. So the first we get is the fifth chakra that talks about your throat. Okay, then we have the goddess of the moon. And then we have door to personal healing and happiness, which is good, beautiful. Okay, so let's move into the bottom, the world. So there is a portion, a chapter, a cycle in your life that you are leaving behind or you are planning to leave behind. It can be anything for anybody, okay? But you want to move towards a new direction in your life. You want to bring back a lot of things that you haven't been able to do in your life. For some of you, I'm even getting that. But, you know, you're walking. You are... You're walking, you're welcoming a change of situations, circumstances, understanding, whatever that situation could be for you, Cancer. But you're definitely moving past a situation, right? Woman holding a heart, community, and the world. So there could be certain people that you are leaving behind, that you have been emotionally tied up with, or you are moving towards something new that brings in a lot of joy and happiness in your life. But you are definitely completing a cycle in the month of January for yourself, right? And you're optimistic. You're looking forward to beginning a new chapter in your life as well, is also what I'm getting. Now, with the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, we look at communication, right? Something to do with your throat chakra. You want to talk, you want to express yourself, you know, goddess of the moon, where you could have been possibly looking for some kind of a balanced communication for some of you, right? Where you could be, where you could have had doubt about certain situations in your life as well, right? But you are intuitively, you are working on something. Maybe as a part of your communication, you want to open up and talk, right? You want to tell something to somebody, and intuitively, you are kind of trying to balance that situation that you probably want to say or want to do, whatever that situation could be for each one of you, right? Which is talking about door to personal healing and happiness. So there has been something in your life, Cancer, that probably you have refrained from expressing for some of you, right? When you haven't really worked on this energy as to know what it is that will bring back a lot of healing in your own life. You want, there is something that you want to get out of, you want to move past, and there could be some amount of um, communication that will help you close a certain chapter, an old situation in your life, but that chapter needs to close, right? And it will close only when that communication happens, right? And that brings around your personal healing and happiness. So there is something in your life that you want to say, more so I'm getting, right? So that you are free of all kind of stress, you are free from some kind of burden in your life, that intuitively you are trying to understand around the month of January. How do you balance your words, your situations, so as to not to hurt anybody, but at the same time, you can relieve yourself from a situation that you are possibly when you have been feeling some kind of stress or any kind of burden that you have been holding on in yourself, Cancer, right? So there is some challenge in the way that you have with this situation, and the challenge is to bring back your personal health, healing, and happiness. That is your challenge, right? So the challenge over here, guys, is to decide, more so. The decision to talk, to open up, to communicate, to relieve that burden, to relieve that challenge is the problem, is the area in the month of January. So which you have been possibly holding on for a long time, and you haven't really, like I said, you really haven't expressed what you have felt or have been feeling, because there is something in your life that you want to get rid of. You don't want to sit in that old cycle, feeling stressed or feeling heavy about a situation in your life, from where you want to move past that situation and feel less burdened, or feel, you have left that burden behind and you are ready to enjoy your life, kind of a situation, or take on a new door towards your personal happiness, or take a new road towards personal happiness in your life that brings you back your joy, your serenity, your peace, your comfort, right? So something of that kind of an energy is definitely a challenging one, where you have to work with a lot of your intuition before you clearly express yourself, more so what I'm getting. Please talk to me about the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So Spirit is saying that take your time, right? Take your time, work on this energy, know what you have to say. Don't be in a rush, right? But whatever you say or whatever you want to say or do, give it a good thought before you eventually take that step forward, right? That's what they are trying to advise you here. Okay, so take your time. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. Please talk to me about the goddess of the moon. Because some situation in your life may not be according to what you want right now. But, that's where they're saying that that energy is there, that you are possibly working on or trying to unburden yourself from a situation. But thing is that you have to intuitively understand your own challenges too. You have to figure out a way to say the word, to say the truth, and do the right thing here. Right? That is what they are telling you to do. That do the right thing here. Don't be in a rush to make things happen. Okay? Just talk to me about door to personal healing and happiness here. Let's see what we get. So there is something in your life that you are wanting to achieve. Comfort, health, wealth, vitality, everything that matters to you. Right? That makes you happy. That brings in a complete sense of peace and tranquility in your life. You know, brings in a lot of joy, happiness, tranquility, something that you want to achieve in here. The bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. So, analytical. Be very logical. That's what they're saying. Don't rush into something because you want to, you want to do or say or act upon. Think about it well. Strategize your game plan. Work on your strategy, right? Know exactly what you have to say. Don't fumble with your words. Don't fumble with your thoughts. You should be very clear about your decision. Whatever that you're going to be saying or whatever that you want to let people know about a situation or even about your personal thought process. It should be very clear. It should be very clear. The King of Cups, the King of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you should learn. That's what they're saying, guys. Okay? You should learn to keep your mind open and learn to balance your emotional energy here. Right? So you cannot be too logical about every situation in your life that you only work with your analysis. Or you cannot always have that emotional stuff, like one of the two in greater quantity is not right for you, right? Too much of emotion or repressing too much of emotion is not good. And being only logical and analytical about how much emotion you want to show, should you show, shouldn't you, being very blunt about your emotions, that's not good either. So you have to maintain a balance. That's what they're saying here. You have to learn how do you maintain a balance between your emotion and logic. Very important. Right? How much emotion you want to throw out, how much logic you want to put in that emotion. It should have a mix and match of both. So basically what they're saying is just being emotional about certain situation or repressing any kind of emotion and not telling something to somebody is not good either. You might have to express your feelings. You want to express your feelings to somebody, but how do you express your feelings? That's again, the fifth chakra. How do you say things in the right way? Are you very blunt? Are you very firm about your words? Or do you put in a little bit of a softer approach that gives you a better quality of communication? When you have a little bit of soft and hard approach, or soft and firm approach, I would say, is more something that you have to acquire or you have to get into that energy to understand, how you can work on that situation. So you need to balance. You need a balance of that emotion in yourself as well as logic, as well as rational. Only being very rational is not going to help you, right? So you have to put in that effort. That's what they're saying here, that you have to put in that effort to see how you balance, how you communicate, what kind of situations you have in your life, and the best way to deal with those situations, right? So that kind of an approach is required for you in the month of January of 2022 is what I'm getting here, Cancer. Okay, so let's delve into the reading, guys, and let's see what's going on here further. So with the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, you have the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and then the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so again, some of you could be lacking in your confidence at this point in time to get into a new situation, into a new partnership, into something that is into a new love, into a new emotional part of the story, right? So you could be lacking in your confidence at this point because somewhere you feel that you are possibly not completely stable enough to take in a call on this situation at this point in time. Some of you could have gone through or is going through a period of monetary disturbance in your life that is causing you some kind of stability problems, right? Something that you are aware of maybe, and you want to say that for some of you, but maybe that's where you are feeling a little bit, where you have to open up and say something that is where the confidence issue is more so in question, is what I'm getting here. But let's see what's going on here, Cancer. Please talk to me about the Two of Cups. So you have some kind of a partnership, an agreement you want to get into maybe for some of you. Yeah, the Nine of Cups, right? Which is your happiness, which is your wish fulfillment, which is where there are a lot of goodness around that part of the story. Or will, excuse me, or will bring about a lot of goodness, from the Four of Cups, where you have been emotionally detached from that situation for some of you, and you have been waiting for a long time for that moment to happen, right? You have been waiting to understand how do you get back your emotional happiness once again in your life, because somewhere there is an apathy of emotion with regards to some kind of an emotional story here, where you're feeling lonely, you're feeling kind of sad also, right? Where you could have possibly, some of you could have missed out on an opportunity in your life and you're wondering how to bring that back into your life once again, Cancer, right? So this is where that the wishes, which is where you're wishing for that happiness to come back, with a partnership, with somebody in your life that you want to be a part of, you can be a part of, that kind of happiness, being together, enjoying the success story in your life. Please talk to me about the Ace of Cups, because there is a deep spiritual insight into the story, Cancer, where you know that you are possibly tied up in a spiritual relationship with some of you. I'm even getting that. Yeah, the Chariot, right? Which involves your victory. You want to achieve that victory. You want to achieve that emotional happiness. You want to be happy. You want to feel good about it, right? And the Sun, yeah. And this is where you want to bring back that happiness. You want to bring back that victory in that situation and because some of you could have been lonely and alone for a long time. So now you're thinking about that situation where you want to move forward and enjoy the victory of something in your life that brings you back your complete wish fulfillment in your life, right? Please talk to me about the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, but you also know, that the confidence has to come back, right? Where you're not feeling confident about this entire story because you may have been emotionally detached or emotionally you have suffered in your life, you know emotionally you have suffered in your life that took away your confidence as well, where it could be a possibility that you are finding it difficult to trust back some kind of a relationship or some kind of a partnership, right? But this is where your confidence has to come back, and the only way your you will start feeling stable with your emotion is only when you can detach and leave the past behind. Cancer, the only way you can do that is only when you can let go of the past, abandon the past thoughts or the past situation or the past um emotional damage that has been caused in your life, right? And move forward towards your Nine of Cups. Move forward towards bringing back your wish fulfillment. But the only way, that's what they're saying, the Sun, yeah. The only way you can do that, Cancer, is only when you learn, and this is very consciously, it will require a lot of effort on your part, is to let go of the past problems or the past emotional problems. More so, I'm getting. Please talk to me about the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Because there could have been a lot of trust issue, maybe. Yeah, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, clear yourself. That's what they're saying. Go out of that situation. The 8 and 8, there is a part of your story, Cancer, is where it's time for you now in your karma that you need to move out. You need to get out of that old situation, clear your emotional energy in order to bring back your own success or wish fulfillment in your life, right? That's the only way. Take action on your words and situations, but in the right way. In the right way. That's what they are telling you. Take action on your words and situation in the right way. The Knight of Coins, right? Think about it. Give it time. Work on that energy and think about it. Don't just rush, like what I said. Don't just rush and start to act upon something because you want to do it, but rather take your time to work on that energy in order to clear your emotions, because somewhere you have been sitting, where your confidence is gone on some kind of an emotional issue. More so, you're not being able to trust something. You're not having full confidence and faith upon a situation in your life. That concerns your emotions, because you're Cancer. And Cancerians, like I said, once they get hurt in any situation, for them to get out of that situation and clear it, it's really a task, guys. It's not going to be easy. It's a challenge here for you. Please talk to me about the Nine of Cups. Because emotions is directly a part of your zodiac, Cancer, right? Broom. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Whatever did not happen, what you wanted before, maybe, and you have got hurt, right? You haven't got your wish fulfillment. either in a relationship or in a partnership or with somebody that you have some kind of connection with in your life. Whatever has happened and you haven't got your wish fulfillment, it's okay. Leave that aside. Sweep it away. Tell yourself that you are done and over with that old situation in your life, stallion, and you want to break free from that situation, right? You are motivated, you can do things on your own. So whatever you haven't got from somebody in your life or from some situation in your life, you just need to sweep it out, clean it out. And you'll feel good when you can convince yourself that you are fine. You can move on your own terms in your life. Cancer. Please talk to me about the Chariot, and this is your energy, right? This is where you are showing up in here, the man. So there is something that involves somebody in your life with regards to your emotions. So somebody could have hurt you, Cancer, male or female, doesn't matter. Somebody could have hurt you. But now that somebody could be trying to clean up that mess as well as what I'm getting, right? They're trying to come forward and clean up that mess to release that portion of of that situation where they have done things wrong with you, or whosoever has done things wrong with you, right? And that person or that energy emotionally wants to make you happy. They want to bring back something good in your life that they know they haven't been able to do for a long time, right? So, but for which they need to clean out an area of bad emotion that is sitting with you, Cancer, is what I'm getting, okay? Please talk to me about the man. They want to take that initiative to clean up that mess. Yeah, the stallion. Yeah, so that, this whole situation can move forward. Right? They have a lot of strong emotional desire towards you. And they are very motivated and driven because, they want to clean up some complications in your life, Cancer, that has been created, so that the whole situation kind of breaks free from that place of unhappiness, right? Breaks free. Yeah. Please talk to me about the Eight of Cups here. So they are moving forward, or whosoever. Yeah, see the death. Yeah, they're very passionate about you, Cancer, Queen of Water, right? They're very passionate about you because you as a person, you're very passionate as well, right? You're very passionate, you're very determined, but at the same time, you're also very possessive about that story in your life that probably you have been hurt with, or you have got hurt with, where when you want to abandon that situation, or you want to abandon somebody in your life who has not treated you well. And that could be their problem, why they haven't been able to do. That's because they probably didn't have the confidence, they didn't have that authority, they didn't have the money, they didn't have the vision, whatever that situation could be, right? So you possibly want to abandon that situation as well, right? And this is where you want to liberate yourself from that energy where you have been stuck, not feeling well about the whole situation, right? And maybe that's you. You want to break free from that situation. You don't want to be a part of that deal anymore, for some of you as well, I'm getting, right? So, but again, Somebody could be moving forward towards you, and trying to stop you from liberating yourself or leaving that situation here. That also can be a part of the story here, right? They want to come and stop you from moving out of that situation because they have a lot of emotion, strong emotion and desire for you, Cancer, and they don't want to let you go. That's also a part of the deal here. Okay? Whereas it might be a possibility that you want to move, but somebody is not allowing you to move or doesn't want you to move because there is a lot of love here, and a very deep spiritual insight into the story, which is emotional, more so. A lot of emotional part of the story where really they want to come very quickly and take control of that situation, to very motivated to do things for you, maybe as well now, right? Because they want you. They want to keep you in their life, Cancer. They don't want to let you go. That's the issue here. They don't want to let you go. Whereas you could be thinking that it's time for you to liberate yourself from that person or personality or that situation that did not bring your happiness in your life. Please talk to me about that stallion. But it's a very fast moving energy here, guys, I'm getting. Yeah, snowflake, right? Yeah. But they also know, whoever it is, in your case, Cancer, they also know they have to handle you very carefully. Because if they just come to you like a stallion and try to stop you, try to motivate you, try to bring in a lot of sexual energy, it will probably not work for you anymore. That's also I'm getting. Right? So therefore, they have to have a very detailed plan of action where they have to know how to handle you carefully for this achievement or the victory. So there is somebody who is going to be planning something carefully in order to bring you back in their life that you are trying to move away from or liberate yourself from, Cancer, right? But they don't want to let you go. They definitely don't want to let you go. Please talk to me about the Queen of Water. Because they know that they have to handle you very carefully. Yeah, see bouquet. Yeah, they want to bring back that harmony with you. And that is where they're working. Whoever it is in your life, Cancer. Yeah, lightness of being, They want to lift you out of that negativity. They want to lift you out of that negative situation. They want to bring back that happiness. They want to bring back a reconciliation. They want to reconcile with you once again, right? And that is where they are very creatively working on a perfect plan, right? Where they know that in order to do that with you, they have to be very precise, but they also have to handle you very carefully. Because if they just come like that, you will not take it. You won't like it. That's what I'm getting. Please talk to me about the Eight of Wands. So they have to plan it very well. Because they know that you're possibly not one of those people who will accept that kind of an energy here. Yeah, Wolverine. Right? There could be power struggles here between the two of you. with regards to communication and action. So they have to handle you very carefully. Virgo, yeah. Being very analytical and intelligent towards your situation, Cancer, or else you will because you could be very assertive. You could be very possessive about your own situation. You could be very assertive. So there could be a power struggle here, which is where they have to work on a very, with this reconciliation is what I'm getting. So they have to be very creative in order to bring back that love and warmth once again into your life. Yeah. Because they know that you could be unpredictable. They cannot predict what kind of an energy you might have towards this situation. Because they know there is a power struggle here, right? So you could be either very possessive about your own self, or you could be very assertive, or you could be elusive. It can be anything. So you could be very unpredictable. They don't know what kind of an energy you really hold towards the situation. So they have to act very carefully with you, is what I'm getting, Cancer. Okay. Moving on to the next part of the story, the goddess of the moon. Because you could be intuitive very much. So the other person or the other situation cannot figure you out completely. Right? With this, you get the Queen of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. So again, there is an apathy of emotion, and that could be with you, where you possibly can be very stubborn about the situation. That is where, you could be in that energy where this other situation or the other person doesn't know really what kind of energy you might likely come up with when this, so they have to handle you very carefully so that they can, they can come to the point exactly, right? Because you could be very, you could have learned a lot of lesson here with regards to this emotional part of the story, right? Where you have come to your conclusion that, that there has been a missed opportunity for a solid relationship in your life here for some of you. And that could be something that you are not enjoying. And you may have separated yourself, disconnected yourself emotionally from that solid relationship for some of you. You don't possibly want it anymore, right? But again, you could be very intuitive about the whole situation. So it's like somebody doesn't know you exactly. They're trying to understand what kind of an energy you have around this portion in time. Let's look at it. Because you could be coming to a place of knowing that you are strong, Cancer, that you are magnetic, that you have all the qualities that you require as an individual. People love you for who you are. You can draw people to you. You have that mesmerizing quality in you. But at the same time, you are not going to, you're not going to take anybody's BS anymore, is also what I'm getting. Emotionally. You're not going to take anybody's BS emotionally, which is where you possibly have disconnected yourself from a solid relationship in your life. But we'll see. Please talk to me about the Queen of Wands. Because you possibly by yourself, Cancer, you're very strong, you're very determined, you are very objective, you know your passion in life is very high, right? You can really bring people to you. People love you for who you are. You have that magnetic effect, right? The sun, yeah, right? You have that magnetic effect of the sun. You can really draw people to yourself. The Eight of Swords. Because somewhere you are clearing your toxicity too. It was all up in the head where probably you have not been enjoying your life, or you have been thinking too much, or you have been thinking negative thoughts. So, from where you are moving out, Cancer, in the month of January, to be a happy person again, to be a happy camper, to bring back your vitality. You are coming to your realization that as an individual, you are magnetic. You can really bring life into people's life as well, right? That kind of an energy is what I'm getting. Please talk to me about the Four of Cups, where you could have possibly had a disconnection with your own emotions because of a lot of hurt you could have received in this situation, right? Which is where, yeah, the Five of Swords, you have learned a lesson here, right? That you have learned a lesson about a situation in life, the King of Coins, that somebody has acted. That's where the King of Coins is in the reverse, that somebody has been very hurtful with you. They have done bad things. They have treated you wrong. Logically, they have rejected you. They have made you feel small for some of you. And that's where possibly you have left that emotion. You have disconnected yourself from that energy because you don't want to be in that energy. You want to feel happy once again in your life. You want to bring back your own sense of happiness, right? Please talk to me about the Ten of Pentacles here. And you could feel that this energy, because of this energy, that solid relationship will not happen. Or you don't want it. Maybe now this time you're rejecting it. Because you are being enlightened about what has happened. So you are probably in the position, is also what I'm getting, of rejecting that solid relationship. You possibly can say, I don't want it. Please talk to me about the Ten of Pentacles, right? Because the Seven of Swords and the Tower, because there has been a lot of deceit energy here. Somebody has been working behind your back. Somebody has been doing things which is not right. Somebody has been very sneaky, irresponsible. They have not done the right things. And this is epiphany. This is epiphany that you're coming to your realization. And this is probably why, Cancer, you're rejecting that relationship or that solid foundation here. Because you don't want to be deceived again, right? You don't want to be deceived again. You don't want to get hurt again by somebody in your life with regards to money, happiness, abundance, family, legacy, anything. There has been a lot of deceptive energy here, which you have realized or will be realizing. And that's where probably you are going to reject that situation. The Two of Swords, right? You will not, like, it will be difficult for you to take a decision on this, is what I'm getting. Whether you at all want it or you don't want it. Because you're, again, emotionally, you're not being able to trust that situation either. There is a lack of trust that needs to move away. That deceit energy needs to move away before you can eventually, excuse me, before you can eventually trust that situation again. Please talk to me about the goddess of the moon. Yeah, the Five of Wands, right? Yeah, because intuitively, there is a lot of drama and battle that you know have happened here or will happen. One of the two. Right? Where there has been personality clashes, there has been behavioral problems, there has been conflict and petty fights over situations, right? The Six of Cups, which probably has made you very unhappy emotionally, right? And you don't want that to be repeated. So you could be rejecting the whole idea here. Because there is a lot of liberation in your life that you are letting go. You're letting go of all the bad energy. You're liberating yourself. You don't want any negativity around you in the month of January. So this is where you're probably not really keen on starting anything new at this point. Let's see. Please talk to me about the Sun. And it's all also a matter of self-protection, right? You don't want to get hurt. Yeah, see, victory and temperance. You know, that's where your achievement is. You want to bring back a balance, an optimism in yourself. You know, you don't want people behaving irresponsibly towards you, towards your success. You want responsible people in your life who can enjoy your success as well, right? Because you could be very enthusiastic about some situation in your life that, you know, it's a trophy, it's an achievement, it's a victory, it's a success, it's your reputation, you know, and you want people, right? The Prince of Fire. You want people who can learn to balance that with you, can enjoy that same kind of feeling with you, you know, can be a part of that scenario to enjoy that success in your life. So whatever you do, Cancer, what I'm getting is you want somebody in your life who can be independent, can be adventurous, can be outspoken, can be humorous, you know, but who has that optimism in them to balance that sense of achievement and victory, or be ambitious but have a proper balance of that situation, or be very optimistic and say, yeah, we can definitely do that. You want that positive vibe from people. You don't want irresponsible behavior from people. You want somebody who you can depend on in your life. One who can bring about that optimism and say, yeah, let's go forward, let's do this, let's achieve our goal, let's be ambitious, you know, let's be victorious. You want that kind of an energy here with somebody in your life, Cancer. Please talk to me about the Five of Swords. You know, you want that motivation, you want that optimism. You want somebody who can make you happy, who can celebrate your success and be a part of your success. Yeah, Falcon. Yeah, and this is your higher self calling, right? You want, because the third eye, right? This is a transition you want in your life. You don't want all this irresponsible people, deceitful energy. You don't want people to come and make your life hell. No, you want somebody who can be a part of your life in the right way. That's what you're looking for in the month of January. right? Who can share the enthusiasm with you. Suppose you are doing something good or you are getting something good in your life. You want the other person to congratulate you and say, oh, I'm so happy for that. I'm so happy for you. Let's move forward. Let's do things together. That kind of an energy, right? Yeah, see, community garden, right? You want people to come out and be open about you. Talk to other people about you. Let other people know that you are there with somebody or somebody is there with you to share your success. Make it very social with people. You want that kind of an energy here. Please talk to me about the Seven of Swords and the Tower. And this is where you are very clear, about this situation. Yeah, Lily. You have matured. You have understood what you want from other people or from situations in your life. Right? Yeah, the Celtic knot. So if you want, if somebody comes to you with that unconditional love or that offer of a love or divine union, you want somebody to be a part of your social circle. You want somebody who knows you as much as they know the other person. Right? And that's where your transition is. You're rising above that Five of Swords energy. You're getting out of that energy, to know exactly what it is that you're looking for in your life going forward. And you want a matured relationship. You want a matured understanding. You want a matured, experienced person or situation in your life to celebrate your success and achievement. Right? Please talk to me about the Five of Wands. You don't want the drama. You don't want this kind of a drama, right? Resources, Princess of Water, right? Because you have been very giving. Cancer, you have been very giving to people. You want to multiply. You want things to grow. You want resources to grow. And you're very sympathetic towards people or situations who don't have that, right? And you want to give that. You are intuitively wanting to make things better in your life. You're ready to contribute to that success story with somebody in your life, provided that person can match your energy level, right? As the Emperor, where you are ready to take that initiative. You're ready to take that initiative towards growing a situation in your life or multiplying a situation. But the condition you have, Cancer, here is that you want somebody who is a part of your mental wavelength. And who is experienced, who is ambitious, but who is also matured to handle this situation, right? And this is where you know that you are ready to come out of that conflict. You're ready to do things better for yourself. You're ready to improve the situation, but you have a condition. You have a condition. And the condition is this, that you don't want any irresponsible behavior anymore towards your success story, because you don't want people or you don't want situations to come between you and your achievement or success. So somebody who is matured, who is able to handle that success with you, is somebody that you want in your life. You don't want to waste time with bad people anymore. And only if you get that, okay, only if you get that situation, that's when you will be compassionate enough to say, okay, come on, let's multiply that. Let's do something more. Let's do it together. And you will take the lead. You will take that lead to make that happen, Cancer. But again, like I said, you have a condition. Okay. Door to personal healing and happiness. You get the Eight of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So you are basically waiting for the right time in your life, Cancer, in order to move and say something to somebody, maybe. Let's see what's going on here. Please talk to me about the Eight of Wands. You want to take action. You definitely want to surprise somebody. You want to make them feel happy. You want to take that call. You want to say something good. The Devil. Yeah. But again, you are restricting yourself. You're restricting yourself. The Ten of Cups. Yeah. From bringing around that happiness. Like I said, you have a condition. Right? So you're not just going to open up and say anything. Or you're not going to make any commitments until you feel that energy is right for you. Or whoever it is that you are going to go with. Until you can sense that energy is right for you, you are restricting any kind of movement or action from your end, Cancer. Please talk to me about the Page of Cups, because you don't want to get hurt. It is also, like I said, yeah, justice, right? Because you know that if you are going to move now, if you want to bring back any happiness, that should bring back justice in your life. So you're not going to waste your time anymore. That's what I'm getting. The Hermit, right? This is your analytical part of the story, that you just don't want to do things for the sake of doing, or go around with people for the sake of going around. If you are going to take on something in your life, or if you're going to accept back somebody in your life, that is with that condition. If that condition is met with, that's when you will take that lead to improve and multiply that situation and make it grow bigger. But until that happens, you will be restricting yourself, because analytically, conscientiously, you know that you have got hurt before with a lot of toxicity. So you don't want that to be repeated in your life. There has been an injustice with your emotions, so you don't want that to be repeated. And so this is where you are lifting, let's see, the Three of Wands. Please talk to me about the Three of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you're waiting for the right time here. Right? You're waiting for the right time here. You know your time is coming. Let me put it that way. You know your time is coming, and you know that a new cycle will start. But you have to wait for that new cycle to restart in your life, that cycle that brings back that solid relationship once again in your life, right? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, and you could be impatient about this situation, but that's what they're saying. Don't be impatient. Hold on to this situation, and you will see till the end of the month of January, you will see a noticeable change in your situation here. Please talk to me about door to personal healing and happiness. So there is something that will come back to you. A new cycle will start, but you have to, the Ten of Cups, where you feel happy, you feel satisfied, you get a commitment from somebody, or you commit to somebody from the Five of Pentacles, where many of you have been emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and maybe financially, you all have been feeling very low about the whole situation here. Right? The Ace of Wands, where you haven't been able to move because emotionally you may have had, like I said, a trust issue, the Seven of Cups, right? Where you have been confused over a situation where you know that you have been feeling very poor about somebody or some situation in your life, Cancer. Right? So you want that situation to move out of your life and let the happiness come back once again. Please talk to me about the devil. So right now, what I'm getting is you're holding on. You're not moving from, you are kind of restricting your movement, everything in yourself, mortar and pestle, right? There is a lot of alchemy that's going on here, where some of you could be thinking of things that is not right as well. And it's happening because of that situation where you could be getting a wrong kind of understanding here. So that's where you're holding on. You're not moving. Because you're not sure whether your understanding is right or wrong. And you're trying to break that understanding. You're trying to understand what is right and what is wrong here. Please talk to me about the mortar and pestle. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Before you expand, before you take the turning point towards a deep commitment in your life. So you're trying to understand what is right, what you have seen, what you have felt, what you have heard, what kind of an action you have seen people or somebody take towards you, right? So this is where you are restricting anything because you're trying to blend things together. You're trying to understand that situation better. Because some of you could have made a wrong meaning out of that situation. So before you eventually take a turn or before a turn happens, there is a lot of things that is brewing, an alchemy that's happening towards a new direction. That also is a part of the story. Where you possibly can become more tolerant of something that has happened in the past. Or where somebody could become very optimistic and be grateful towards you. There is a blend of alchemy that's happening with all the restriction where right now you could you're not getting any result. And that's happening because a lot of things are blending together, brewing together, blending together to make stable changes happen in this situation. Please talk to me about justice here. Yeah, waterfall. Yeah, flood of emotions. Right? A lot of emotional alchemy is what I'm getting, guys. A lot of things are moving past. A lot of new things are coming up. And that's where there is a restriction towards any movement at this point in time because of this emotional part of the story. Where somebody could be bringing back or could be releasing you from a bad feeling that you have had with regards to a situation for some of you as well. Please talk to me about the Ten of Pentacles here. The waning quarter, wisdom. Yeah, where there was wisdom that was lacking here. This card is in the reverse. Right? There was a block to somebody's wisdom here. They were not able to see through the situation before. Right? And that's where there is a lot of alchemy that's happening where wisdom is once again returning back into the story here. Of what they have done, what has happened, what they have lost. Please talk to me about this card in the reverse, the waning quarter. Yeah, the wisdom was blocked. Somebody did something very wrong here where they did not have that wisdom. So now with the Three of Wands, they are gaining back that wisdom. They're coming back into that's where a lot of alchemy is happening towards a turning point. right? Towards the end of the month, where the wisdom comes back and somebody is ready to take that leap of faith forward, right? Where they had not been able to do that with you before, Cancer. Yeah, mask, where they had been hiding their own situation and had not been telling you the truth. And that is where that emotional part of the story will open up. That will allow the situation to move forward, is what I'm getting, guys. Okay, please talk to me about the Ten of Cups here, where personal healing and happiness will return back into the story with you, Cancer. Yeah, book. Yeah, there is a lot of memory, lot of knowledge. Somebody has acquired a lot of knowledge, a lot of education, a lot of intellect, letter. There could be communication. There could be communication in writing around this, the end of the month as well. That will reveal a lot of things for you, Cancer. Where somebody has been hiding a lot of secrets, not telling you exactly what they want, probably, or you're not telling them. But that situation will change. And that could be a communication that will open up once again in your life here, Cancer, towards the end of the month of January, going forward 2022. Okay, but you will receive some knowledge. You will receive some enlightenment of things that you possibly did not know, right? And a lot of things will come up on the surface in here that will allow you to take that leap of faith. You will become more easygoing towards the end of the month with regards to knowing and understanding a lot of things that you possibly had no knowledge of as well, Cancer. And once that happens, you will feel satisfied. Your personal door to healing and happiness will automatically allow you to move forward as well into your life. So enjoy this reading, guys. Until I see you once again, till then, goodbye. God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.